I definitely didn't expect to make this video, but just as I started my live stream, I was informed that Mr. Charlie Kirk got shot. And I can't show you the footage. It's on Twitter, but it's also very gruesome. And also, I don't know the policies of YouTube if they allow something like that. Usually I would have to get a job at CNN or Fox News in order for me to be able to show it on this platform. So, better safe than sorry. But anyone that wants to see it, I'm pretty sure you know where to find it because it's all over social media. It's very ghastly, very brutal, very senseless. Apparently, the person that did it was a boomer. Probably a left-leaning boomer, I assume. They immediately surrendered themselves. They dropped the weapon. They got on the ground and they said that they exercised their right to remain silent. And so right now, when I'm making the video, we still don't know if Charlie Kirk is alright or not. He was taken to the hospital, so by the time you see this, you may find out more about the situation. I think he has chances that they save him. The reason that I'm saying this is because he got shot in the neck. And when that happens, if they hit a vital organ, usually the person has around 2 minutes or so before they bleed out. In fact, the video footage with the lady from Ukraine, Irina, actually shows a similar thing. Like, she got stabbed in a vital place and she bled out within a couple of seconds, right? So, like, the fact that Charlie Kirk is still alive now, hours after it happened, and he is at the hospital, there is a strong chance that they may be able to save his life and stabilize him. From my understanding, there's actually a hospital very close to where he spoke. There's also a medical team there, which is required to have on site at those types of events. There were also senators that had their security details, so they all rushed in order to try and save him, and they successfully got him to a hospital. And of course, you have a lot of people that have issued thoughts and prayers. The White House administration, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, they all have him in his prayers. Democrats, they don't mix religion with politics, I understand, but they did come out and condemned the shooting. Gavin Newsom, for example, condemned it, and I gotta give credit. You know, I watched Gavin Newsom. I think he's an incompetent governor. I think that a lot of bad things happened to California because of him. However, he has never Maxine Waters an event, as far as I know, right? Like, he never actually incited people to form a group or encourage violence against conservatives. Credit is where credit is due. The Philadelphia governor also disavowed. And so this is what we know so far from the politicians. However, what I find interesting is from the mainstream media. And I'm going to show you something very fascinating. But before I do that, I want you to do a thought experiment. I want you to actually write in the comment section if I was right or not. So basically, I want you to imagine that you're working for CNN and you see this event and you need to write a headline. And I want you to think on what can you possibly write that makes you look like a Democrat PR person. Like you have the Democrat Party, you know what their agenda is, you know what they want to achieve, right? And you see this conservative guy getting shot, and you gotta write a title that makes you look as if you're the spokesperson of the Democrat Party. So I want you to think, like, what can you write? Because my take is that you can't write something worse than what CNN did. Because they're professionals and you're not. Like, they actually know how to spin a story properly, right? So, did you think what title you'd write? Okay, I'll show you what CNN said right now. There have been dozens of shootings at schools in the United States this year. Yes, like CNN actually went there. Right? So, I would say before the bodies got cold, but again, I need to remind you, at this point in time, I don't think that there is even a body. Okay, I think he may even have chances to make it. And so, CNN doesn't even know, but like they're already going with the ban the guns platform. So basically what they're saying, like they're looking at a person getting shot and they're wondering, why would the gun do this? Right? Because like that's where they're wanting to go. It's like ban the guns. okay, so just like murdering is banned? Because like the person committed a crime, you know, he wasn't supposed. And not to mention, I think like it would have been illegal for him to carry a gun in university grounds anyway. But regardless, whatever. This is CNN, right? It is what it is. If I was a journalist, I would have asked different questions. Like, for instance, I would have asked, well, what could Charlie Kirk have said that upset people, upset someone so, right? Like, that would be a more journalistic question. Like, what part of his ideology enraged this boomer individual? And I'm looking at Charlie Kirk, and honestly, like, he's not an extremist. You know, like, everything he says is milk toast. I definitely can't think of anything. People point out that the last question that he was asked by a young individual was, how many trans shooters have there been lately? And that's when he got shot. I personally don't think that it's his answer to that question that may have caused it in this situation, simply because it came right after that, and I assume it does take time to aim, meaning that the shooter had the deed in his mind way before the question was asked. Still, it's literally insane that this happened at the university, right? Like a place of learning where it's expected that you have the intellectuals, the people that are in control of emotions and are rational and logical. At least that's the way universities were sold to us when we were young, weren't they? Right? Like the wisest and smartest people of a nation come from the university. When in reality, you seem to see the most extreme, the most fringe, and the most radical cases. And the problem is that they're coming from people's taxpayer money. It's very expensive to go to a university. In the United States, they don't have public schooling like we do in Europe, but the government still backs the loans from the banks, right? So it's still a similar system. And I notice how the mainstream media isn't interested in finding out, because usually for the last couple of years, the mainstream media was an expert at figuring out why shootings happen. It was always racism, misogyny, systemic systems. Immediately they would point fingers and they would say what's happening and the reason. Now, for some mysterious circumstance, the mainstream media has no clue. Alright. Anyway, as I mentioned when I'm making the video, I don't know if Charlie survived. I definitely hope he does. I understand that the CNN claims that he was actually paramount in getting Trump elected by getting the young vote. I don't know if this had anything to do with it, but probably we're not going to find out, because if the guy said, I exercise my right to remain silent, I don't think he's going to say anything until after the trial, and chances are he may not even have a manifesto, right? So it looks like the type of a guy that planned this and also understands the legal system. Although at his age, even if he was to get like 10 years, I don't think it's coming out, right? So we'll definitely find out more. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.